The essence of you is the awareness of reality, and this appears to be separate to that which is experienced. You appear to be in that which is experienced and thus inside of the universe, knowing it through the observation and perception of the body and brain which you associate to be yours. You have never known anything other than the experience, and thus the brain and body appear to be you. However, when you stop to question the essence of who you really are, you see that you are not the collective body and mind that is conscious, as the brain cannot be conscious, only consciousness can be conscious, and thus who you are is I, and I is the knowledge of experience. Therefore, you are not the body or mind, but you are consciousness. You are the knowing of experience. Because there is only ever the knowing of experience, it is not possible to know if anything exists outside of consciousness. Thus everything must arise within consciousness, and therefore the essence of you that is knowing does not live or function inside of the universe and mind live inside of consciousness. You are the substance of which all reality, the universe, and the appearance of self lives within. When we look closely at the nature of consciousness, at the essence of pure knowing, we see that it is empty, in that it cannot bear objects. It is just knowing, and thus knowing, being a verb, cannot be objectified. We then realize that the nature of awareness and ourselves is not to be something or become reality, but the nature of awareness is to know reality. The reality, however, is only ever known. It in consciousness is not something other than known. Thus consciousness and the reality are one. The substance of reality and the nature of it is the same essence that knows it. We therefore arrive at the conclusion that reality is made of knowing. However, awareness in nature is not objectifiable. The nature of knowing is formless and infinite. It cannot become the object of reality. However, these objects appear within consciousness. Thus there is only ever awareness. There is only ever the empty, formless void of which knows thoughts. Knowing must therefore not know thoughts but know itself as the appearance of thought. However, these appearances are not of objects, as this goes against the essence of awareness. Rather, there is the appearance of objects that are ultimately formless and infinite. Reality is an illusion, as there is no separate objects. There is no experience of reality. There is no knower of objects. There is simply just consciousness. And because this consciousness is one thing, there is no longer an I am experiencing. There is just experience. The experience being consciousness, which manifests itself as the appearance of an observer, which is impermanent. It is believed that the death of an apparent self is the ultimate death of this person. However, we now know that there is no such person to die. There is only consciousness manifested in the form of a person. And because this manifestation was just the essence of awareness, which never became the object and always remained the essence of awareness, it is obvious that this essence of who you really are is eternal. There is no waking up or going to sleep. There is no being alive or being dead, as you never change in essence. You are always formless in nature, but sometimes take the appearance of form. When the ego that is objects and separate self dies, consciousness will give birth to a new one with perhaps a different personality, maybe even on a different planet. However, it is still only ever consciousness. I is never inside of the experience or the apparent person. I is the infinite knowing and ultimately substance of this person and the reality that this apparent person appears to experience. Therefore, you, as consciousness, lives forever, except forever is a content of consciousness. Time, past, present and future does not exist inside of consciousness. It is a content of consciousness. And because contents are apparent, they are not an object within consciousness or a property of consciousness. Consciousness lives in eternally now. There is only ever now, and therefore consciousness is eternally present. You, as consciousness, are eternal.